going on, man? Let a couple more people get in here, and then we'll start to answer some questions, go over the slate a bit. But, dude, Matt is causing absolute chaos. These tweets are pretty funny. Kana Maru over Miric. I mean, if I have the money, I'd rather have Miric, but I don't think Miric's upside is very high. I don't think it's very far past 15 points. I'd rather spend that money elsewhere. In a vacuum, yeah, Miric for sure. Yeah, dude, I guess Edwards just like such a stud play today. I gotta find... Bro, wait, who tweeted that? Look in the disc. Wait, hold up. Thoughts on Japan's starting lineup? I assume Schaefer will grab the starting spot, but we'll see. Who tweeted this? Does he just have a fake account, Reporter Louis? No way in fucking hell this shit's real. That's pretty entertaining. Let's rock DJ's Matt, the worst DJ I've ever seen. Matt's smart though. Edwards or Garino tonight? I mean, they Wancho, that's another good option, honestly. Ownership is never going to be lower. I mean, truthfully, with Luka, his ownership is really never going to be lower. But, dude, I mean, I assume multiple people are actually seeing those tweets. And that's going to lower the ownership on these cheap Japan guys. And then that's going to lead to cheaper or lower owned studs. So, hopefully we get Rubio on them at lower ownership than we're expecting. We're going to wait for the lineup. That is pretty fucking funny. I mean, pays to be in the Discord. Come on. Edward season. Who made that account? That is pretty funny. Dude, you know, I'm starting to think in Summer League, if you do that shit around lock time, it's really gonna fuck people over, like, bad. Because I know if I saw a report like that with, like, 5 minutes to go, I'd be like, fuck me. Because I would have no idea. What's going on, Warren? What's your core build? I mean, if you watch my video, I'm pretty much all over. I mean, obviously we're playing Luka, and I like Rui quite a bit. And then my favorite value plays are probably Brasino and Mikado Hijima. Don't mind Tanaka as well. I like Tanaka too. Dude, Discord getting wild tonight. The Discord is, dude, our community is so tight. So funny. I mean, but at the same time, like, I think it's only affecting like one person, two people. They might be in this live stream. Who knows? That'd be even funnier. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. So is Edwards playing? I don't even know what to say at this point. Thoughts on Scola? Yeah, I think Scola actually makes a comeback appearance. If I'm not, so first of all, my general thoughts on the slate when it comes to lineup building, I'm playing 3 studs pretty much no matter what, and I'm locking in Luka and Rui Hachimura. Obviously, this is a very, very important game for Spain and Slovenia because the loser will be in the losers bracket, or the lower seeded group. And they will have a much harder time getting to the gold medal. So both these teams are incentivized to win. So I do think Ricky Rubio plays extended minutes. And so I'm more times than not pairing Ricky Rubio with Luka and Rui. But if it weren't going to be Rubio, I would go down to Luis Scola likely because he is only 9,000. I think last game was pretty fluky against the best front court in the Olympics in Spain. Much better matchup now defensively, and a must-win game for them, for Luis Scola. The winner between Japan and Argentina will make it to the next round. So I think we're probably going to see like 32 minutes out of Luis Scola, and we know how good he has been in the previous World Cups and Olympics. He's been kind of down this year so far, even though the attempts were up in the first game at 18. I think we see a similar situation to that. So I'm either playing as my 3rd stud, I'm either playing Ricky Rubio or Luis Scola. Matt's Burner gonna have the most interactions on Twitter, easy. Some Brian and Tori, that's funny. Doncic and a Japan forward for the win. Yeah, absolutely, man. I think Rui's my guy too. I much prefer Rui to Yuta Watanabe. The shot volume is just so much larger, and like we saw last game, I think the peripherals are a lot closer than people think, especially given how many minutes these guys are playing. It's pretty equal. Like, they've each played 36. Like, Yuta's played 36 minutes in each of the first 2 games. Rui's played 37 minutes in each of the first 2 games. I expect that to continue. And Rui's cheaper, so there's really the only reason that you would play Yuta over Rui is because you had like extra money, I suppose, and he's going to be lower owned. But in a vacuum, it's hard for me to take Yuta over Rory. What small forward do you like? Seems so bad. Yeah, it's awful. That's why I'm pretty much completely punting. I mean, like, I really don't mind Miric, but his price tag is awful now. It's 4,700. This game should be more competitive, so I think that his minutes are going to be on the higher end. You know, he might be in the high teens. First game, he was dealing with foul trouble. Second game, you know, it kind of blew out, but he got 4th quarter run anyways, so he played 16 minutes. I expect him to play, you know, anywhere from like 16 to 20 minutes in this game, and he'll probably score like 10 to 15 fantasy points, I assume. Or you could pay down for kind of Maru, who's 3,600, kind of helps helps you pay up for more studs. He honestly will play probably 10 to 12 minutes in this game. I'm not expecting him to start whatsoever, but it's kind of what you can do with the remaining salary if you go with cheap guys like that. Those are pretty much the only 2 guys I'm considering, because I'm only playing 3 studs tonight. No matter what I'm doing, I'm not guessing in that mid-range. I don't mind Baba, but even with Gavin Edwards getting hurt in the second half of this last game, Baba only played 19 minutes, so very sketchy. Do you think Kenemaru touches the floor? Yeah, I do. He played in the first half, like before Edwards was even injured, and then he played a couple of minutes after, so I do think so. How do I mute this conversation? I don't know, actually, but I mean, that's the price you pay, I suppose. Dude, I can't believe that shit's been going on since June 24th. That is insane. Is Gima Brusino starting? Oh, bro, if that is the case, I am just like over the moon. Because I was already over both these guys. Let's fucking go. That's huge. That's huge. That's so big. I was already all over both of them. If you guys are in this live stream, yeah, I'm pretty much locking in Hajima and Brasino. Interested to see what their ownership was. Dude, I guess this news came out 10 minutes before lock, and it's 11:30 p.m. Central Time, so not everybody's up to watch this or like look at the starting lineups, but we were on them even if they weren't going to start. I almost wish they weren't starting just so they'd be able to get lower owned, but that's fucking huge. Baba worth starting. I don't mind Baba. He just doesn't fit the roster construction I'm going with today. Brasino or Tanaka? Brasino. That's so big. Hajima and Brasino starting. That makes my day.
Advertising is based.
That's so sick.
One thing. Happiness. And you know what happiness is? Happiness is the smell of a new car. It's freedom.
Makes me feel a lot more comfortable about my lineups.
It's a billboard on the side of the road that screams with reassurance that whatever you're doing.
Thoughts on Garuba?
It's okay.
So, I mean, there's positives and negatives. So, the positives is that Garuba was he's like a legit NBA talent. He was literally just drafted the other day. And he was very good in the preparation games on a per minute basis. Through the first 2 games, he has not been as good on a per minute basis. So it obviously is probably somewhere in the middle. So he's definitely better on a per minute basis than he's performed through the first 2 games right now. But on the downside, when the game was super competitive in the second game, they kind of went away from playing him. I still expect him to play about 10 minutes in this game. But he could very well put up 10 fantasy points in 10 minutes, and he would more than pay off that price tag, considering like what studs you can get in the positions that they're in. So I think it's fine, and I'm playing Garuba like a ton of them. So pretty much my thoughts on him. But I do think there is like some risk in it. Who do you think won the draft? Dude, the Thunder, man. I mean, we got Josh Giddey. He's like the best player in the draft, and we got him at 6. That's wild. You running multiple, Taylor? Yeah, but I'm mostly playing one, and that's the one with Rubio. I'm playing some of the second with Scola. If you guys know the 3v3s, where are you going at center? Yeah, so center is another position that's pretty bad. It's either you're paying up for Toby, which I'm not personally doing. That's not the stud I'm going after. Or you're paying down for... So Schaefer's not starting. So I'm even more off of him than... I was hoping Schaefer actually started so people would play him because he is such a bad fantasy producer. And I knew that there was a chance that they would end up going small. So... I'm not on Schaefer at all anymore, so I'm pretty much just on D-Mitch. I think D-Mitch probably gets a couple extra minutes this game against Spain because how big they are, just because they're starting Marcus Gasol and they have a true 3-man center rotation with him, Guillermo Hernan Gomez, and Pau Gasol. Using Sergio tonight? No. If I was gonna play Sergio Rodriguez tonight, that would mean I would be fading Rubio. So under what I believe that Spain is going to be trying really hard to win this game to get into the winners group. And so that will lead to more minutes from Ricky Rubio, and Sergio Rodriguez does not play next to Ricky Rubio, at least from what we've seen in the preparation games and what we've seen in the Olympic games. And so if Rubio is playing more minutes, Rodriguez is going to play less minutes. So if you were going to play Rodriguez, go ahead and fade Rubio in hopes that they either play next to each other or Rubio isn't pushed as much as I believe he will be. Japan not starting a center. Yeah, I really thought that this was they could really end up doing this where... I mean, Watanabe and Rui Hachimura are definitely big enough to play the 5, especially in the Olympics. I mean, look at Rui in the NBA. Like, he played a ton of minutes at the 5. So I'm not really concerned about them not starting at 5. But I will say that this could lead to Marcus D'Elia losing minutes. We could see more minutes of Luis Scola at the 5, and then we could see some more minutes from these other players from Argentina off the bench if they do go small. Are you punting with Demetri? Yes. Kunamaru? Yeah, I mean, I'm not concerned. I mean, Kunamaru is not a good play. He's like not a good play, but for this slate, there is context with every slate, and I'm trying to do a certain thing, and so sometimes if I'm taking a possible very low score to do so, I think it's fine. It's a 2-game slate with the value being very, very sketchy and the mid-range being very, very sketchy. So I'm willing to run that in GPPs. Josh Giddey is so dope. Scola for cash over Rubio or nah? Yeah, I mean, I know the 3v3 you're talking about, but I'm personally playing the Rubio one and everything. But I can understand the Scola one's probably safer with Muric and Tanaka. There'll be foul trouble incoming. I mean, wouldn't that be so sick? I mean, I think that could... I mean, I never try to predict foul trouble or anything like that. I think that comes to your own detriment. But, you know, if there was any matchup in the Olympics that would happen to Toby, it would probably be this one. Thoughts on Scola in addition to 2 other studs? Yeah, I like that route a ton. I think Scola is going to be very, very low owned. I really don't think very many people are going to play 3 studs. I think people are going to stop at Rui and Luka. Pumped, I want to watch this game live. Yeah, dude, same here. D'Elia probably useless now. Yeah, and they gave him such a price hike. Like, I can't really get to all that much D'Elia. Muric, Scola, or Rubio Kanemaru? Rubio Kanemaru for sure. It's gonna be so funny in the chat. Like anything, like Kanemaru gets a rebound, and that's just like huge. All right, we got 2 minutes to lock, guys. Make sure to lock in. Minute 40. If you guys are in here, make sure to like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Instead of playing both the same lineup. Yeah, run both. Run both. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I always end up doing, is I run both. Will I need to wake up early for the next game? No. You should not be, like, unless there's like some freak, like they're not trying and they're starting something weird, which I would highly doubt. I don't think that's the case. So you should be good to sleep well. You cool with a Sergio Campazzo pivot from Brasino Rubio just to mix it up? Yeah, I don't mind that. If you're if you're fading Rubio, I think Sergio is a good way to get exposure to Spain. You know, in hopes of that. And then I think Campazzo is like it's crazy how much I like Campazzo, but I'm just not getting to all that much of him on the slate. But I do really, really like him. I think they're gonna play him an absolute ton of minutes. I think there's a chance that he plays like 34, 35 minutes. Like him a lot. You cool with a Sergio? Oh shit, that's who you fucking... Okay, that was my bad stuff. Let's get a gridiron. All right, guys. guess my video will be out tomorrow, because after this, then there's going to be the random draw. Actually, the end of the Spain game. They're immediately going to draw for the next games, which will be, the next day. So we're going to get a lot better games. All these games should be a lot more competitive. Shouldn't see as many blowouts. Maybe Team USA might blow somebody out. Hey, all you lap chasers, you deserve nothing less. Nothing less. Skolo board. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys are here and haven't subscribed already, that's pretty fucked up. Brasino. See, I always get confused on this fucking thing. I can't tell if that is Composo who made it. Yeah, see, it was Composo who made it. Brasino assist, though. I'll take that all day. Okay. I'm going to get out of here before I get too ahead of myself. And a board from Brasino? Jesus. All right. I'll see you guys at the top. Best of luck.